Syria's war has ended, but a new kind of violence has begun. In the Valley of the Christians, gunmen hunt by night and families bury their dead by dawn. This is Post-Assad Syria, divided, fearful, and on edge once again. The killer came by night, a masked man on a motorbike, firing without warning before vanishing into the dark. It's a pattern that has reportedly become chillingly familiar across parts of post-Assad Syria, where sectarian revenge killings are tearing apart the fragile fabric of the new state. According to a report by BBC on October 1st, in the small village of Anaz, deep in the Valley of the Christians in Homs province, the victims were not soldiers but civilians. Two cousins, Wissam and Shafiq Mansour, both 39 years old. They were drinking coffee with a friend when gunfire erupted, cutting them down. Locals say the attacker came from the direction of a nearby Sunni village. Wissam's father, George Mansour, sat beside his son's coffin, his grief raw, and his anger directed at the authorities.
Guns were taken from us but left in the hands of a rival Sunni village. We want to carry arms against them. They don't know anything about religion or love or peace. Today it's Wissam, tomorrow it could be anyone.
Once a pro-Assad militia member defending his village, Wissam's allegiance may have sealed his fate. The chants at his funeral, "Christian blood is precious," spoke of fear and defiance. The valley, long known as a refuge for Syria's Christians, now trembles under the weight of revenge. Many here once backed Assad, a pact of loyalty and protection, but that protection has vanished. One survivor of the Anaz attack, who asked not to be named, told BBC reporters,
"We all came back home after the regime fell wanting to start new businesses. But what we were promised about security and a future for Syria, we do not see it. My dearest friends are dead. I will have to leave again. There are many extremist groups. I don't know where Syria is going."
The new Islamist-led government, which took power after Bashar al-Assad's overthrow in December last year, insists it will protect all communities. Yet, in the Valley of the Christians, once a symbol of coexistence, fear is spreading faster than faith. Less than an hour's drive from Anaz, in the battered city of Homs, the violence feels systematic. Kidnappings and assassinations are near-daily occurrences. The targets are clear: members of Syria's Alawite minority, the same sect as the fallen president. On September 28th, Shaban al-Zeldin, a local shopkeeper, was locking up for the night when a masked gunman on a motorbike shot him 3 times. His brother Adnan, surrounded by mourners in the family's old home, said quietly,
"People are being killed just because they are Alawites, no more, no less. My brother was loved by everyone. He never harmed anyone."
Adnan believes his brother's proximity to the security checkpoint once outside his shop may have marked him. The checkpoint was removed days before the attack. He does not accuse anyone directly, but his warning is stark.
Bloodletting has a purpose. What's happening right now is the seed for forced emigration. It's just the beginning. Someone is trying to destabilize the situation and oppose coexistence, though we have been living together for hundreds of years.
It's a sentiment echoed in whispers across Homs, that the city which once symbolized resistance to Assad's regime has become a graveyard for minorities. The Syrian Network for Human Rights says at least 40 Alawites have been killed in Homs province between June 5th and October 31st. Victims included a farmer, a student, a taxi driver, and a teacher killed when a grenade hit a school bus. The SNHR attributes most attacks to revenge, targeting former regime affiliates or those merely suspected of collaboration. For 14-year-old Gina, the violence came without reason or warning. On August 19th, she was standing on her balcony, celebrating her exam results, when a gunman rode past on a motorbike and opened fire. She died in her mother's arms. Her mother, standing in what is now a pink-walled shrine to her daughter, says,
"Her soul is still hanging over the place. Her friends come every few days. No one can grasp that she is gone.
She lowers her gaze, her voice trembling.
We thought it would get better after the fall of Assad. They said it was liberation, that people would live freely. Now we fear everything. We are scared when we hear a motorbike.
Her daughter's smile, framed in a large portrait, now haunts the house, a reminder of a generation caught in a conflict that refuses to end. When asked why she believed Gina was killed, her reply came without hesitation.
Because we are Alawites.
Syria's Justice Minister Mazar al-Wais insists the new government will prosecute those responsible for sectarian massacres. He announced in October that public trials will be held for suspects involved in large-scale violence earlier in the year. In March, more than 1,400,000 people were killed when government and allied forces were accused of carrying out summary executions after an attack by Assad loyalists. Most of the victims were Alawite civilians. By July, another 2,000 people, both combatants and civilians, were killed in fresh sectarian clashes, this time Druze minorities among the dead. The spiral of revenge, accusation and retribution continues. For many Alawites, the fall of Assad has replaced tyranny with terror. During his rule, their sect's dominance in the military and security apparatus offered privilege and protection. Now, that association has become a target on their backs. In Homs, a city of broken walls and emptied streets, many Alawite families have begun selling their homes, fleeing north to the coast or across the border to Lebanon. Others stay, hoping the storm will pass. Adnan, Shaban's brother, captures that grim uncertainty.
I lost my brother and others lost their loved ones too. If we are all going to get killed, it's better we flee.
In Anaz, the Christian villages of the Valley of the Christians echo the same despair. A priest who helped lead Wissam's funeral told local reporters,
How can anyone go back? They destroyed us.
These words, half prayer, half lament, now echo across a country unraveling once more. The new Syria, built on promises of reconciliation, is slipping into a shadow war of sects and revenge. The faces of the dead, Christian cousins in Wadi al-Nasara, Alawite shopkeepers in Homs, and a teenage girl named Gina have become the human cost of a revolution that promised freedom, but delivered fear. And as masked gunmen continue to strike from the darkness, the question on every survivor's lips remains the same. Who will protect us now?